Have you ever felt like your bank account balance dictates your mood? Or that a financial setback feels like a personal failure? If so, you're not alone. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating and often overlooked psychological link between your health and your wealth. It's a connection that runs much deeper than just having money for gym memberships or organic food. We're going to explore real stories of people who learned the hard way that true prosperity isn't just about what's in your wallet, but what's going on in your mind and body. So, if you're ready to redefine what it means to be truly rich, stick around. Let's start with the story of Gurbaksh Sandhu. Here was a guy who, on the surface, had it all. He was a multi-millionaire entrepreneur, the classic picture of success. His entire identity, his self-worth, was wrapped up in his company's performance. When his business was booming, he was on top of the world, but when it faltered, so did he. He described it as a roller coaster he couldn't get off of. The pressure to constantly perform, to be Gurbaksh the CEO, led him straight to burnout. He lost his sense of self outside of his professional achievements. After selling his company, he expected to feel a sense of freedom, but instead, he felt lost. What he discovered was that true freedom wasn't about having a certain number in his bank account. It was an internal state of being. He had to rebuild his identity from the ground up, realizing that his worth as a person had nothing to do with his net worth. His journey shows us a powerful lesson. When we tie our entire identity to our financial success, we're setting ourselves up for a psychological crash. This intense pressure creates something I call the stress cycle, and it can be devastating for both our finances and our physical health. Think about it. Financial anxiety triggers our body's fight or flight response. Your heart rate increases, your muscles tense up, and stress hormones like cortisol flood your system. Now, this is useful if you're running from a tiger, but not so great when you're staring at a stack of bills. When this stress becomes chronic, it can lead to serious health problems. We're talking high blood pressure, weakened immune systems, digestive issues, and severe mental health struggles. I remember reading about a couple who were on the brink. They had taken on a massive business loan right before an economic downturn. The financial pressure was immense. They were fighting constantly, they couldn't sleep, and the husband started experiencing severe chest pains that doctors couldn't explain. Their relationship was crumbling, their health was failing, and their business was sinking. It was a perfect storm of financial and emotional stress. It was only when they hit rock bottom that they sought help, not just from a financial advisor, but from a therapist. They had to learn to communicate their fears, to work as a team, and to separate their self-worth from their business's balance sheet. Their story is a stark reminder that financial stress isn't just about numbers. It's a powerful force that can impact every single area of our lives, right down to our physical well-being. Balancing the books is important, but balancing our emotional and physical health is crucial for survival. This brings me to a concept that I absolutely love: wealthcare. This term was beautifully articulated by a woman named Morgan Blackman. Morgan's journey is incredibly inspiring. She was diagnosed with a chronic neurological condition called benign fasciculation syndrome, or BFS. This condition caused constant muscle twitching and pain, forcing her to completely re-evaluate her life. She was an ambitious go-getter, but her body was telling her to slow down. Through this challenging experience, she had a profound realization: health is the ultimate form of wealth. Without it, nothing else matters. You can't enjoy your money, you can't pursue your passions, you can't be present for your loved ones. So, Morgan started prioritizing her health above everything else. She focused on managing her stress, getting enough sleep, and listening to her body's needs. And here's the amazing part: as she started feeling better physically and mentally, her career began to flourish in unexpected ways. She had more energy, more clarity, and more creativity. She was able to make better decisions and approach her work with a renewed sense of purpose. Her story completely flips the script. Instead of sacrificing our health for wealth, what if we saw our health as the very foundation upon which wealth is built? Investing in your well-being, whether it's through rest, nutrition, or mindfulness, isn't a luxury. It's the most strategic investment you can make in your long-term success and happiness. So how do we actually do this? How do we break free from the stress cycle and start building this wealth care mindset? It all starts with reframing our relationship with money and cultivating positive habits. For many of us, our views on money were shaped in childhood. We might have grown up with a scarcity mindset, always feeling like there's never enough, which leads to a constant state of anxiety and hoarding. Or maybe we were taught that money is the root of all evil, leading to feelings of guilt or shame when we do achieve financial success. The key is to shift from this scarcity mindset to one of worthiness and alignment. It's about understanding that you are worthy of abundance, and that money is simply a tool, a form of energy that you can use to create the life you want. A fantastic example of this is a creative entrepreneur named Flack. She was struggling to grow her business, constantly undercharging for her work because she didn't feel worthy of charging more. She believed that being an artist meant she had to be a starving artist. This belief was directly limiting her income. Then, she started working on her mindset. She began practicing daily affirmations about her worth. She invested in a coach who helped her see the immense value she provided, and she started setting prices that truly reflected her skill and expertise. And guess what happened? Her business transformed. Not only did she start making more money, but she also started attracting clients who respected her work and were happy to pay her what she was worth. She wasn't just changing her prices, she was changing her entire energetic frequency. She went from a place of "I am not enough" to "I am more than enough." This mental shift was the catalyst for her financial breakthrough. It's proof that our internal beliefs create our external reality. Changing your money story is one of the most powerful things you can do for your financial future. So, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. The pursuit of wealth at the expense of your health is a fool's errand. The stories of Gerbach, the stressed couple, Morgan, and Flack all point to the same truth. Genuine prosperity is holistic. It's about feeling good in your body, peaceful in your mind, and secure in your finances. It's about valuing yourself, your time, your energy, your talents above all else. True happiness doesn't come from a number on a screen. It comes from building a life that feels good from the inside out. It's about recognizing your accomplishments, big and small, and knowing that your worth is inherent. You are valuable just as you are, right now. When you truly believe that, you unlock the door to a kind of richness that money can't buy. If you are struggling with your mental health, please know there is hope and help available. You can reach out to organizations like the National Alliance on Mental Illness or check the description below for more resources. Your well-being is the most important asset you have. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on living a truly abundant life. I'll see you in the next one.